I didn't grow as much as I wanted to as a developer last year, so I'm refocusing this year and really putting my head to the grindstone. I am ready to level up my development skills, and here's exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm planning on getting a refresher on my DSA knowledge. I feel like I haven't really encountered many problems over the last little while that require extensive knowledge of data structures and algorithms. So I just want to give myself a bit of a refresher, and the resources I'm going to be using to do that do include books. I do have the data structures and algorithms book that I'll put up on screen here so that you know exactly which one it is. I believe it's the one by Corman. This one is good. I'm going to be using that as a reference to get a more in-depth view on these different data structures and algorithms. I will also likely be referencing different YouTube videos for more of a visualization of how these different implementations work. And I will link those in the description because I have not yet decided on which ones I'm going to use in particular. But I know that there are so many great content creators out there that do focus on that kind of content. So I'll link them in the description, okay? I think that those will be really good, and that'll give me a really solid base to just be able to feel a lot more capable and stronger problem solving again. It's, again, been a really long time since I've focused in on those skills. Another thing that I'm really challenging myself to do this year is build more and really not worry about the perfection of the project. I think it's really easy to get really set on a specific project idea and then try to see it through to the end. And I think we can easily get caught up in the details and try to make it look perfect and try to structure our code perfectly and yada, yada, yada. And you end up with just a graveyard of unfinished projects. So this year I'm changing that. I'm okay to write trash code. Realistically, no matter how good I think the code quality is in the moment, I am always going to look back on it and think that it looks pretty bad. So I think that no matter what, just embrace the bad and just try to maximize the learning and the experience gained through building these projects. So I'm getting rid of perfectionism. I am just going to build things and expect them to be bad. And that's okay. And that experience is going to allow me to become a better developer more quickly. And I'm just we're letting go of that. This is not in 2026. We are no longer doing that. Learning to code is notoriously difficult. It demands a tenacious spirit because you're constantly humbled by problems that push your limits. Between boredom and overwhelm, it's tough to stay consistent. However, today's sponsor, boot.dev, tackles this head on with a fully gamified platform that keeps you coming back for more. Instead of relying on your discipline to keep you motivated, you're earning XP, you're leveling up, and you're fighting bosses, all while mastering your tech stack. If you're into Go, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, SQL, or C, you can jump into guided projects or courses that actually stick. I'm excited to try out courses like Learn Memory Management in C and Learn Cryptography in Go. You can preview boot.dev for free, and you can gain access to interactive features and progress tracking through their paid offering that has a 30-day no questions asked refund policy. Use code BASHBUNNY to get 25% off of your purchases with boot.dev. The next thing that I'm going to do to really challenge myself this year is I really want to learn Rust. I think that this is going to be a really challenging programming language that's going to force me into a lot of memory management stuff that I haven't really had to dive into very much before. And I think that that'll be a really fun challenge. I am going to be using the Programming with Rust book from O'Reilly alongside tools like Exorcism, which great name, by the way, is really funny, which allows you to solve kind of small scoped problems locally on your machine. So kind of similar to leak code style problems, but you can have it running locally. And apparently it's a lot more fun. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll let you guys know in another video what I end up thinking about it. And then of course, once I'm starting to feel more comfortable and confident in Rust, I'll slowly start adding on more projects and stuff that I'll be building in Rust instead of Go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you learned Rust before? What do you think about the strategy? Do you have any tips and tricks? I'm really trying to max it out as a solo developer this year. So I will, of course, be leveraging AI where it makes sense. I'll probably actually be getting AI to give me some different little project ideas along the way because let's be honest, that is the hardest part is if I'm wanting to apply some of the different algorithms and data structures that I'm relearning, then I'm going to want to apply those things. And I think that AI can probably give me some really great ideas on ways that I can apply them. So We'll probably be leaning on that and asking it questions and doing all that kind of stuff, using it as a supportive learning tool as always. And I do think in terms of an editor, I'm leaning towards using Rust Rover for the Rust development portion because I've heard such good things about that tool specifically. Their Rust IDE is supposed to be incredible. If I recall correctly, I've heard that Rust Analyzer on its own can fall short in some ways. However, whatever they're using in Rust Rover is somehow gives you better suggestions and all of that stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on the coding journey and how it all goes. So don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on if you want to keep up to date on everything that I'm doing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.